We need to open when you are.
Okay. Well, I think we're ready, so I will go ahead and make a motion to open our meeting.
Second.
Who said that?
Me.
Okay, thank you. Member Loda,
Aye.
member Powers,
Aye.
member Vandenberg,
Aye.
member Shannon,
Aye.
Chair Cook,
Right.
motion passes.
All right. I think will be a relatively quick meeting, but we had some first time on the, well, actually, before we do that, we should do our disclosure. Any conflicts of interest to disclose? I do not have anything.
I do not. I do not. I do not. I do not.
Okay. All right. Now, the first item on the agenda is that we have some things to defer to January, things that were deferred for this meeting that I guess are still going to be deferred further. That was the 50 State Street applications, the Abode store over in Northfield Commons. So do we need to make a motion to table that
Yeah, I think so, because at the
Okay.
last meeting, you guys motioned to.
till December?
Still not happening, so.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, in that case, I'll go ahead and move to table that until our January meeting.
Second. Can we table it until they send a revised application?
It's actually, I believe it's at the request of the applicant. They asked to defer until January. And whatever they send is
If they,
Up to
so they
them.
sent a requesting, yeah, okay.
an email, yeah, through me, which I relate to the board. Member Powers, the motion to defer.
Aye.
Member Shannon?
Aye.
Member Vandersloot?
Aye.
Member Loda?
Aye.
Chair Cook?
Aye.
Motion passes.
All right. So the only major items left on the agenda are approval of a bunch of minutes and resolutions. So why don't, we'll just go in order, I guess. We've got the first one in the packet is the meeting minutes from September 3rd. Anybody have any edits or amendments that you want to suggest to it?
I had one little typo, I think. In the first paragraph, under where the red line is, at the very end of the sentence, it says, and a lot of coverage and coverage variance. Should just be.
Oh, yeah, just a lot coverage variance.
Got
Good catch. A lot of coverage variance.
I had some thoughts about the resolutions 45 Monroe Avenue. I mean, they were technically seeking a modification of a prior approval, not an amendment to an application.
Oh,
So,
okay.
I did print out Mindy's recommendations for those.
Those are for the resolutions, but
Okay.
for the minutes.
Minute would be
I
the,
think it would be more
First
appropriate
sentence.
under 45 Monroe, the first paragraph, to say that the applicant returns seeking modification of
There you go, yeah.
prior approvals dated July 2nd, 2025 for site plan review and the lot coverage variance. And then I wouldn't necessarily suggest going into what the changes are, because that's going to be in the resolution.
Yeah.
But just say they're seeking a modification of the prior approvals for site plan approval and the lot coverage variance there. And then for the for the third motion, where Chairperson Cook moves and Member Loda seconds to grant the application modified the July 2nd, 2025 variance to increase the lot coverage from 29.85% to 32.4%. And then there was a motion to grant, this next one would be to grant the application. Yeah, your mind handwriting, unfortunately. To grant the application to modify the approved site plan. So the first one would deal with the area variance, granting the motion to modify the area variance, and the second would be a motion to grant the application to modify the site plan.
So wherever it says amend, we're just saying modify.
Yeah.
Right,
Basically, yeah.
yeah, and just rewording a little bit, so. So you're not approving the request, you're granting the application.
Right. Okay. Catch Mindy. Let's see. Should we do individual motions for each of these, or should we discuss them all and just make a motion to approve all of them at once?
No, I think usually we blanketed minutes is fine, been fine, just not resolutions.
Okay,
Right.
all right, that sounds good. So in that case, anybody have anything else you want to say on the September minutes? All right. Well, in that case, let's move on to the October minutes. Anybody have any suggestions, any edits or changes that you think we should make?
So my question was, the May minutes, and I'd forgotten that you were able to
Mhm.
approve them,
Mhm.
but
Hmm.
at what meeting? Was that the October meeting?
When-
It should be in the minutes if it was.
It was the September meeting when it failed.
Well, but the September minutes say. Doesn't say. It says it'd be reviewed again at the next meeting.
So does the October meeting say failed? It was
No,
the one where it says failed.
Okay, so
I just saw it after you
okay,
brought it to my attention.
so back to the September
Mhm.
then. Motion fails. So the minutes and resolutions will be approved by the recording secretary. Is that?
I think that's the edit. And so the resolutions were gonna brought back, the minutes were not, so that would have been a typo. So there was like no motion for me to approve them.
Okay.
or-
Right.
Yeah.
So what are we doing?
You just say the resolutions will go.
With resolutions will be reviewed at the next meeting?
Yes.
Okay.
And then I want to make sure, just the spelling of Margaret Carabaris. Is that spelled
That's
correctly?
not
I thought there's
correct.
only one R and
There is only one R.
so let's just make sure we get that.
Somebody else spoke.
Yeah, Lynn Cole and John Lundbeck also spoke.
Oh, you're right, yeah.
And I guess it's getting hard the further back we go on these minutes to remember everything that happened, but I remember a lot more discussion than what is included here.
Right, I look back over my handwritten notes from the
Right.
meeting, and I saw that there were comments, Lynn Cole at 66 State.
Yes,
Right.
That she had the same concerns as before.
right, her
The
property.
building would wall off her adjacent property and decrease sunlight.
That's right.
And Mr. Limbeck at 62 Street.
Yes.
State Street said the application requests a major site plan review, not minor.
That's right.
And area, I can't read my own handwriting, I'm sorry, area variance consideration. There was concern about the area variance consideration and offsite stormwater impacts.
I do have those comments in a draft, and it's not this one, so I will edit them, or,
Okay.
yeah, I do have public comment from both of them.
Right,
Okay,
Yeah, we should probably at least mention, I don't know how much detail we need to necessarily go into about what substance of what everyone said, but we should definitely mention, I think, everyone.
if you're gonna mention two people by name, you should mention the other two by name.
Yeah,
And if
I
you're
agree.
gonna put some content in, then you
should
should
be
put
common,
content in
yeah.
for everybody. But I agree with you, I think that it may be best just to, make the blanket statement that, public comments were received and considered by the board, because when you start summarizing the comments, then there's a question as to whether you're accurately summarizing them.
True.
You know,
So which is it?
Yeah.
Well, it's one of those again.
I mean, I'll leave it up to the board. The board has made a policy decision that less is more.
Right.
For most of these minutes, you know, we used to have almost verbatim transcripts of, the meeting minutes, and now they're very scaled back, and I think that consistent with that, it's enough to say, you know, maybe if you wanna just mention by name the people
Mhm.
who offered public comments, I think people like to see that. Oh, yeah, they recognize it, I mean.
Yeah.
And that's a good
I
thing.
do think that's a good.
Rather
Not
than just saying,
necessarily what they
we've heard
said.
public comments and we took them into consideration, actually naming people.
Yeah.
You know, I think it is a positive thing, but I think I would caution against trying to summarize what they said.
Right, you don't want to miss something that somebody thought was particularly important, and then we open ourselves up to criticism that we didn't, you know, fully consider what they had to say.
So is the statement, during the public hearing when it's open, public comments were made by, and you could list name and address.
Right. I'm
Um,
not sure you even need to put the address in there.
I think we do, Mindy. That's
In
what,
the minutes?
yeah, or anytime someone states a public comment, they have to state their name.
Well, I
and
know
address.
that they have to state their address. I'm just not sure that they need to be
In
in
the minutes.
the minutes, because they have, you know, possible concerns about protected personal
What's
information.
been done in the past? I don't,
Well, in the past, we went way overboard. We had all kinds of stuff in the minutes. You know, that was a policy decision by the prior board that it wanted pretty much a transcript of what happened.
Yeah.
But we're getting away from that. And, you know, I think that if we're gonna get away from that, unless you wanna put the addresses in and then redact it before you post it, you know?
I don't know if that's, I would personally, as recording secretary. Like, if we're just doing names, fine, but their addresses are tax record, they are in the trustees minutes, they're not redacted when people
Yeah.
make public comments, so. Not that we have to do the same minutes, but.
So there's something to be said for consistency.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Across the boards, yeah.
Whatever we should do.
I think if we're doing minutes for other boards, it probably makes sense to try to be consistent. Or sorry, not doing minutes, we're doing
Addresses.
Yeah, obviously we're doing minutes. Yeah, and I guess my feeling also is that it is a matter of public record, you know, they have to say it publicly when they speak anyway.
Yeah.
But I mean, you know, not to belabor this too much or you know, but I think it's probably worth mentioning, while this is the policy decision that we have made, the reason to do it the other way would be in the interest of transparency, making it more, you know, accessible to members of the public. The counter argument to that is, well, the recordings are all there and they are publicly available and anybody can go in and watch the meeting. You know, you don't, they can obviously come to the meetings, but even afterwards, anybody can go
Harder
and watch
to
the meeting.
get information from those when you're trying to look up something, it's really hard to do.
Yeah,
Just
Yeah.
my.
but yeah, I mean, I think
I
that's
mean,
right.
I've
Because,
tried to go back into meetings to get information and it's very difficult because there's not much in the transcripts, are hard to find, and then when you go to the recording, it's like kind of tedious to.
yeah, you know, you're
I
watching.
mean, I don't wanna watch the whole recording, I'm just looking for something and you have to kind of, it's just kind
No,
of.
that is.
I find it difficult to get information from the recording when I'm looking for something.
Yeah,
That's just a statement.
And I think that's one of the reasons why, you know, in the past, the policy decision was more is better, because.
I find it way easier to
for
review a print document, because then I can just go through it and I say, oh, that's what I was looking for, right?
Sure, yeah.
That, was that discussed back then, or was this what was decided? Way easier for me to get it out of the print than out of a recording.
yeah,
So as a person of the public who likes to look at these things, my comment is I don't care for that, sending people to the video recording is
yeah.
the reference, and that's, you know, that is what it is. I just find it difficult.
Well, I do think it's important to consider both sides of this question.
Because I have tried, I've gone through a lot of the stuff that on the website, and that is very difficult to get, because then you try to read, like it'll show what the people are saying, you try to scroll ahead and try to get past all the gobbledygook you're not interested in, and yeah, so.
So you sent us a AI summary.
That's been a request, yes, from,
So I've been at
Mayor's
meetings
office.
where AI really does the minutes. It details the conversations. Is there any way to do that?
I do that. I do not do all of these minutes by myself. Yeah, I probably use about 4 different AI platforms.
Yeah.
Very in tune with using
Yeah.
AI. It really comes down to AI is not perfect, always gonna be errors in there.
Right.
And structurally, the outline of the minutes, we can't keep, well, we should do this next time, we should do this next time, like if the
You make
content.
a decision, yeah.
Yeah, if the content is easy to get, yes, but how we want it to look and how much is there, that's, I think, where we have to decide on.
I've read some AI generated transcripts of meeting minutes that are impossible to read. Just impossible. It's all like one big run-on sentence.
Yeah, yeah.
I have not had that. Mine were good then.
Yeah, I've seen some that are really good,
Some of them.
others that are not so
But-
good.
Right, yeah.
But I mean, to your point though, it's easy pretty much for anybody to put a link to the meeting minutes and ask AI to generate a transcript of it. I mean,
Yeah, what she's saying is that,
Yeah.
so you don't have to tediously look through the video, someone else could get in it, to have AI do that for them.
Okay.
right.
Okay, so what she's saying is that.
From the video.
Yes, from the video, so if somebody, like, if you send them, you need to find that, you know, if you wanna find it, then you can find it, and you can have AI even find it, you could probably have them even identify it. Where it is, if you say, was this discussed in this meeting, ask AI, they probably could come back to you with that.
That would be helpful, just if you do go to the video like I did today. Just to have markers of where different agenda items started.
That's a good
That
point.
would be an enormous help. So maybe that could be something that,
I think it's the time to.
Yes,
To organize things like this. I know AI is the most amazing tool. I'm definitely all for it. I have one that will timestamp. When did someone say this? Perfect, and help us find it. Doing it for every single meeting, for me as a clerk is not practicable.
yeah,
And if you wanted to pull out certain information for a past application, would be my role to do that. But what we're providing for final approval and for the public, I would hope we just come to a decision.
yeah, I mean, like I said, I don't mean to belabor it, we don't need to discuss it to death every time, I just wanna make sure that we're adequately considering.
Every time it's a little different, so we're really just.
Fine-tuning. Yeah.
Yeah, I agree.
I will be happy to sit down with anyone interested to show you how I use AI with the minutes and resolutions that you guys see. And if there's something that you have learned that I haven't, that would be great, and maybe I can teach you something.
Yeah, I mean, just in general, my preference is, as Mindy put it, less is more approach, just, rather than trying to characterize or summarize things, it's better to just kind of say, hey, this is what was discussed. I just want to make sure that in doing that, we're not unduly making things less accessible to members of the public that want to be able to
Or
see
us.
what we're doing, or us. for
Right,
that
like I
matter.
said, I would like to go back and
So
research
there's
some
something
things, and it's hard.
cake or.
Yeah, you're right.
So, I mean, if you're for less is more, then less is more.
Yeah,
Right. Then name,
Right.
Yeah.
address, if
Right.
that's what, and that's it,
Right.
these people
Yeah.
spoke. Yeah, I agree,
Yeah,
like, yeah, either or.
yeah,
because once you start, your editing right away, if you're, trying to, call out the succinct comments, which opens up exactly,
Right.
the problem of, misrepresenting
Right,
something, so. Um,
great point, yeah.
yeah.
Or missing something that, if you didn't
Right.
put it in that someone thought was,
Right.
they thought was
Right.
relevant. Oh,
Mhm.
well, you summarized, but
Right.
What's the
really,
point?
but my
Right.
point was this,
Well, then if we're
which
gonna
was a
do
little side comment.
perfunctory meeting minutes, then maybe can we do them so that we look at the previous months, the next month? There's no reason to hold them a long time if it's not taking a long time to prepare them.
I'm busy.
Yeah, I think that's
Yeah,
sort of,
that's
that's the aspiration.
I'm usually a good month, maybe, or two behind with all of the paperwork, so. Encouragement is all I need, Pat.
That's great, we got October, actually.
Yeah, yeah.
Wonder if we, if there could be, contents to, introduce the video. Or at the end of it and say, it's 7 o'clock and we are now going to talk about item whatever on the agenda. And then that table of contents at least would give somebody a guidepost, right,
Sure.
where to look. If you didn't want to,
Yeah,
review
yeah.
the whole meeting. So
Where
it
would
seems-
that be represented? To
That's a good
clarify,
question.
the contents?
Table of
Table of
contents. where-
Like at the beginning of the video, you mean, Susan, or?
I
Or,
think she's saying during the video, right? Or no?
so we could say it during, but, and then those like 4 or 5 comments could accompany the, the site where you click to get the video and just say, these were on the agenda and these, and so, the third item that was addressed at, 7:05.
Almost like a timestamp
Yeah,
in the minutes themselves,
Or the
or?
description the description box when you open up YouTube, is that what you're referring to? That's
I guess.
a start, if that is something.
I mean, we're trying
We
to
can put together.
do, make it accessible, more useful.
Yeah,
A tool
User-friendly.
for people who wanna refer back.
Right.
At the same time, we're scaling down on what the minutes actually say. So it seems like a compromise would be to help people get
yes,
to
yes.
the point in the meeting that they want to, have a look at.
So this would more so be timestamps for agenda items discussed, not, because they'd have to be just consistent with
Mhm.
what we're providing the public. This is where you can look for it, not any nuances that came up during a discussion.
Right.
Does that seem like a
I
good
kind of wonder if it makes more sense just to put that in the minutes, just, not for every single sentence or anything like that, but just generally, when, public comment and just have a timestamp or something at.
Right, or a bookmark to that location.
Yeah.
Yeah, or even.
Some kind of marker.
Reference.
A link to that,
Yeah.
page.
Yeah, I don't wanna make Alexander's job overly complicated. and difficult.
One time, and
Okay,
then see how it goes. I'm up for that.
Maybe there's an easy way. I mean, you've got the video running.
Mhm.
Is there a way that you can put a footer at the bottom of the video to show what application is being considered at that time?
I'll take a look.
Because-
Yeah.
I don't think there's not a way. I just have
Yeah,
it.
we'll just write it down on a sheet of paper and hold it up.
right,
Right, it's just something.
yeah,
Right. I like the idea of a footer though, if it's possible.
yeah. I mean,
Where what you put the application, you mean,
Yeah.
like as an
Yeah.
attachment at the end?
Yeah.
Yeah, that actually keeps everything in the same place, which is
Mhm.
actually good. And in essence, you could attach the meeting minutes at the end of that too, if you wanted to, or anything like that. So then, whew, everything's all in one
Yeah.
place.
yeah.
All
Yeah.
text and everything.
Yeah,
There's,
So you don't have to go looking,
Yes.
I love
you don't have
the
to-
index.
so you don't have to look at other places.
One stop shop.
Yeah,
there's really kind of 3 interests we're trying to balance, right? I mean, having our minutes be accurate and not get into into the weeds with it. And then we're balancing that against the interest in transparency and, you know, the public being able to access information. And then third, not overly complicating Alexandria's job and making it, you know, an undue burden on her, so.
And fourth, giving us all a tool.
Yes.
But
To use.
If,
Well,
if
yeah.
there's a way to
We're
do it like
one
in
of the
real
primary
time,
users.
I mean, we're doing this now, right?
Yes,
If there's a way that we could insert an index or a bookmark in real time
Yeah.
while the discussion is being had, then we don't have to go back and reinvent it.
I'm gonna get back to you on this.
That sounds good.
Saying things is changing soon, because it also may be a matter of where the public's accessing the video. Right now, it goes from Zoom
To
to YouTube, and it could lose those formatting live action footnotes.
Hmm.
Right.
But if, I know Zoom has a ability for the public to access by a link to keep it in Zoom, so that's, yeah. To be determined.
We'll circle back on that and hear what Alexandria finds out. In the meantime, should we vote to approve these minutes with, or why don't we wait and get the new draft?
There are two public comments, which we should keep put in there,
Okay.
like the other.
All right, so I guess, do we need to formally move to table these, or can we just take it up at the next meeting?
Just get to the next.
We can approve September.
Sure, yeah, yeah,
Changes.
that's true.
So I was gonna make just like a general, that was like all the ones, my name is spelled wrong and like, it's actually not, okay, that's why. At the members part,
Mm.
okay, but then below it's not,
Which minutes are you looking for?
like all of them, I'm saying, cause they're kind of copied,
Oh,
Yeah.
so that's why, okay.
So
So if you
sometimes
go to
there's one
members-
and sometimes there's two.
It's
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Kathleen, and there's two A's and one G, okay, but Kathleen,
Sometimes.
and then, but all throughout, you have it spelled right, two A's and one G. When you write it.
The member
throughout.
section has one G when it should.
It's one, if
Yeah,
you
it's
have
one G should
two,
have two H.
two A's, one G, and it's Kathleen.
You have Catherine,
Yeah,
up on this
Catherine.
one, it's Catherine Vanderswag. who's-
Sorry, I was waiting until we got, I thought it was like.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, sorry. That's why.
Yeah, she should have her name spelled correctly.
I know, now it changed, I know.
And it's the D is capitalized, right?
If there's.
Yeah.
No, I never even looked at that,
Ah,
but it's right when you write it in throughout in the rest of
In the motion,
Right, and then it's
That's
under the
right.
header, it's the where it's wrong.
right.
I do know your name, Kathleen, in front of
Okay, it's
I emailed Susan today, so. He made fun of me. Like, who's that?
Done.
But so September, we were going back, were you gonna?
September will move to approve the meeting minutes.
Okay.
Was that a
With,
motion?
with.
I'll make a motion to approve the September meeting minutes.
With the proposed.
As
changes.
with
Yeah.
the proposed changes.
Second,
Member Vanderswag,
I,
member
I,
Loda, member Powers,
Right,
member Shannon,
aye.
Chair Cook,
I,
motion passes.
okay. So we'll come back to the October minutes, when we get a revised draft on that. So next in the packet is the resolution 2025-12 from September 3rd. Anybody have any?
These are actually the ones that.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Mindy
oh,
did send out the
we had
revised draft.
changes to it? Okay.
Yeah.
This is supposed to say 12, this, but it says 11, but I know that.
Okay,
So,
okay.
and then I'll give you the next one. then.
oh, the number of
Yeah.
resumes.
All right, so
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 don't
these are-
forget this.
Yeah,
These
these
are
are
the amended
not
ones we're
what we're
supposed to be
impacting.
looking at that? Then?
Oh, it's very, very different.
I mean, if you wanna take some time and look at it next and.
I
Next
actually saw where you were going with it, with the modification, so if the board may need some more time, they look
Yes.
great to me.
And then the only other thing that I would comment on going forward is that the project is what the applicant is doing. The action is what the board is doing.
Yes.
So I changed it on these, but going forward for other ones that is drafting for the board, you know, you may want to keep that in mind.
Thank you.
And the other thing that would be helpful, I think, is that when in the description of the project, if we could put the property address there, so you don't have the ability to
Thank you.
read all the way through to figure out
Mm.
what property is involved, I think it'd
Right.
be easier for
Good
the
point.
public to follow along.
Yeah.
My most recent resolutions do have that, 'cause we brought it up at the last.
Yeah,
Yeah.
To me,
Yeah.
so every meeting,
Yeah.
it's one little tweak.
we're getting there. We're getting there.
Right, because
Yeah,
sometimes
wait.
the applicant's address is different than the
Correct.
property address, yeah.
Can I just say one more thing about minutes? Could you just put minutes somewhere in the header?
Oh, yeah.
Somewhere that it says minutes?
Hopefully
That
smart.
these are
Yeah,
minutes,
that would make sense.
Yeah, because that would be an easier lookup.
regular meetings, minutes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah,
yeah.
That's a good suggestion. Easy enough.
yeah, either regular
I
meeting
agree,
minutes or
that
meetings,
helps.
minutes of regular meeting, whatever.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah, okay, so,
All right, so we're doing modification of the.
so 11 is for the,
Yeah, 11 is 12.
so this 11 is.
25, 20, 12.
Yeah.
Okay. Okey-doke. So,
So we're on 2025-12, the one that says 11, but it is 12. That was just passed out.
okay.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah,
thanks.
that's the one.
We're kind of like looking through the.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I had a question. It says number 15, fire marshal reviewed site plans and submitted further considerations. I don't remember what those were. Do you know?
I copied and pasted that part.
I know it was in the original. I just didn't know what the considerations were. I just don't remember it. If anybody,
Um.
I don't
It's not on
remember.
that.
Yeah, I don't remember what these.
I don't remember it being, I just don't. That's why.
Okay, this is for Thursday, this is for September 3rd.
Yeah, I don't remember 15.
15.
Item 15,
And I was gonna look back on my
Oh,
notes
yeah.
and see what you said,
Yeah.
and this is for 45 Monroe.
Yeah.
Yeah, I did not. I didn't write that down in my notes.
And it says. Okay, see handwritten notes on site plan.
you know,
Well, I guess we'll have to watch that again.
Yeah,
Maybe, Steve has it somewhere.
Is this something we're trying to add to the resolution, or is this,
I would
General
with the
interest.
question. I didn't.
you can,
I mean,
I can get back to you during office hours if you'd like, on the power.
Okay.
I believe Steve did have some things to say on this application. I don't remember what they were, so it's probably accurate to leave it as is, say that he reviewed and.
But as the fire marshal?
Oh, true. That was probably more in his capacity as building inspector than
Yeah.
fire marshal.
And if he submitted further considerations, what did the board do with them?
What were they? We don't know what they were. I don't.
Modify the site plan, you take them into.
Yeah, maybe it's not accurate to say he submitted further considerations, maybe better to say that, you know, he made comments or something.
Well, I guess that's what I'm wondering.
People
What was the
Right.
significance of the fire marshal review on the site plan? I just,
I don't remember that he said anything.
I don't remember
That-
hearing anything, because we have
I think
all of
that's
these
right.
things that we've reviewed, like adequacy of drainage, and we've made some sort of assessment of it impacting our site plan, but then there's the fire marshal came in and said something. Well, but I don't know what it was. So I thought that was what I was trying to figure out what that was, and if
Yeah.
it was relevant, then like I said, what did we do about it, or what is it?
It was differently on the north, 19 North Main Street. Application. Where it's 15, on page 8, it says, fire marshal reviewed the plans and raised no issues.
That's what he usually says.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh, right, no issue. So
So-
this one doesn't,
He does-
someone suggests there's an open.
suggest he said something.
There's something, it's something was
Yeah.
apparently suggested that I think we might want to be aware of what that was. And if I don't remember, if nobody else does, maybe that's a concern.
Yeah. maybe
Yeah, we
should
should
be
probably
both
drill
of them.
down on that.
Yeah.
If somebody knew what it was and, but we don't
I
seem to.
Yeah, I don't.
Yeah,
have
let's
any
drill down.
comments, so I can't help you with that one.
Yeah, let's go back and see if so should we table this one?
If you continue, I'll look at the recording.
Okay,
And can go back to it.
okay, that sounds good.
It
We
could have
can-
just because, do you see what it says on the 50? It says he reviewed the site plans and made the following observations. The fire marshal reviewed the plans and raised no issues.
Right, that's for the other one.
I understand, but it
Yeah.
looks like then this might be, it could have been
Cut and paste or something.
So here's,
that we're missing that he made no,
Right.
that, cause this is just repetitive. This is
I
not,
agree.
it should just say he had no.
I have 2025
It
8
said he reviewed the
Site
plan
plan.
and raised no issues.
for that garage
Mhm,
dated 7/2.
mhm.
And item 15 says. Made the following observations, no issues were raised by the fire marshal. So this was the original.
Yeah, I
This
think
is
this is
the
a
original.
typo, cause,
Yeah, I think
So
yeah,
there may be no issue.
Yeah.
That's right. That's good.
Okay, okay.
these modification or recommendations were made from that one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they just, it just that part, that latter part just
So
didn't
then
get added.
they
Hmm,
didn't submit further consideration. They had no comment.
Right.
But let's make sure that's
Okay,
true.
yeah, let's confirm that, but it sounds like we can probably.
Yeah, that's, yeah, that's what
Okay.
I would think.
think
But
we
I
would
also think
read-
it should just say it once, not twice.
I agree.
Like it should just say the fire marshal reviewed plans and raised no issues.
Right.
Or had no
Right.
issues.
Had no concern.
Right.
Had no
Right.
concerns, had no issues, not raised no issues.
Right,
Also-
there were no, there wasn't,
Because
there
he
was
needs to,
nothing. The
well,
review.
it's not about, he needs to have some
No
kind of.
further considerations. were
Whatever.
made.
Yeah,
Whatever.
yes.
Means
Yeah.
it was reviewed and there was no action needed.
Okay.
So are you wanting to approve this based on just that update, or you really want to see the update and then approve it?
I think we need to see if there was any consideration.
I think we should confirm, yeah.
Yeah, there's,
Unfortunately.
okay. I'm gonna try to look right now in the recording,
Okay,
while you guys are going through the other one.
all right, that sounds good, and yeah, maybe you'll have an update for us by the time we make it through. All right, so that's 2012, we'll move on to our next one, 2025-13.
Mhm. Did we have any modifications to that? Oh,
Oh, yeah, sorry.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I think we,
I thought we did.
is this the only other one?
Those are the only two
Okay.
updates outside of what was in the.
All right.
Is that the last one from the packet?
Thank you.
Is this the last one? I don't.
It's not the last one. in
No,
the
it's not
pack.
the last.
Okay, yeah, that's doing just,
That's
modification.
Modified the middle.
Okay, so, so we're on 2025-12, decision on application to modify lot coverage variance. Anybody, well,
This is
Let's-
13, right,
It's
Jerry?
13.
I'm sorry, I said 12, yes, 13. Let's take a moment just to review that.
And so it wasn't left in track changes.
I don't see, I'm just struggling with the language. It says approximately 3.4% over the allowable 25% and a further increase to approximately 5.69 is not minimal or substantial.
Hmm,
I mean,
yeah, that's a bit
struggling with the wording
contradictory,
there
yeah.
with other pre-existing conditions. So we're saying an increase to approximately 5.69% more than the allowable,
Yes,
and that is not substantial or not significant, or what kind of words are appropriate?
Well, maybe just that it's consistent with other pre-existing
There you go.
conditions in the-
hmm,
Yeah,
Is consistent to,
yeah, because not minimal and substantial, that's contradictory.
Right.
and we always fudge.
Yeah.
But what is minimal or substantial?
yeah, just
If my memory serves, I think we said that it was substantial,
Right, but okay,
I
but
think we did actually say that, but again,
all we said,
yeah,
but I think it also maybe should say the previously approved increase or something like that, maybe to like, it.
yes,
It's
I think that language.
It's kind of a run-on, which is not really clear.
Yeah, I
So,
think the language
The
maybe,
previously approved increase was approximately 3.4% over the allowable 25%,
and we should probably.
period.
period, right,
Maybe. I
Yeah,
don't know.
yeah.
And then say, an additional increase to approximately 5.969%.
from the,
Over the,
from the previous, yeah, it's the new modification or whatever, yeah.
we should probably also change that very first line, the requested variance is not substantial, we should probably change that to is substantial.
I think that when this was being discussed, I think the idea was that the incremental increase between the prior approved variance and the modified variance was not substantial.
Oh, that, okay,
It's a language thing, yes.
yeah, yeah,
Right.
Right.
And maybe we could just say it
Right.
that way.
Yes.
yeah,
New sentence.
yeah, I think if we
And then,
say
right,
The incremental increase.
incremental is a good one.
the modification, maybe is a better way to say that the modification.
The incremental modification.
Yeah, maybe something
Well,
like
it's an
that.
increase though.
It is-
The
I think it's
the increase due to
Yeah.
the modification, yeah, I don't know.
Well, the
But a new sentence describing the
increase associated with.
From the-
modification.
Yeah,
revision modification, yeah.
it's just the way it's worded now, the requested variance is not substantial, that would not be correct.
right.
The variance is substantial,
Right, but the requested modification is not substantial.
right,
There you go, there you
Yeah,
go.
from the-
Okay.
Previously approved, yeah.
Yeah, it was so true.
any other suggested edits on this resolution?
Which, where are we going with the not minimal or substantial identification?
Yeah, I think we said we would. Delete that and just say is consistent with other pre-existing conditions in the village.
Oh, I like that. Yeah, that's good. Cause I don't think we should start saying
Right,
what's substantial.
that's what I,
Yeah,
I think that's what we said in the meeting too, that's why, yeah, I like that.
That's a lot cleaner.
yeah,
So it's now the requested modification of the previously approved variance is not substantial and is consistent with other pre-existing conditions in the village.
yes,
Yeah,
yeah. Okay, good.
You guys.
Well, if nobody has any other comments on this one, I will go ahead and make a motion to approve resolution 2025-13 as modified by our discussion.
Second,
Member Loda. Member Vanderslife. Member Shannon.
Aye.
Member Powers.
Aye.
Chair Cook.
Aye.
Motion passes.
All right, let's see. We have three more. 2025-14 is our next one. Anybody have any suggested changes to this one?
Which one are you on now, please?
Fourteen.
you.
you didn't make it.
I didn't make a revised one for this, but I do have some comments.
Oh, cause I was gonna say, first of all, we wanna put the address in the project,
Mhm.
so,
Yeah.
so we wanna change that, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree with that.
And the action is site plan approval to construct the patio.
Mhm.
The project is the patio pavilion stormwater enhancements at 19 North Main Street, but the action is what you guys are doing.
Right.
The site plan approval to construct it.
Oh, right.
And since this is site plan, I would delete the parenthetical remark about the lot coverage percentage.
Right, that would be for the variance.
Unless
Yeah,
anybody else has
what- what
comments, yeah, so my other comment is, I think what's now 14, the lot coverage variance should come before the site plan approval. Because in the site plan
Oh,
approval, in
yeah.
the paragraph 1A, you want to see the building inspector review the project for zoning compliance, and the ZBA granted required variances to the zoning. Not that they were pending open area variance applications.
Yeah, that's a good point. So we should switch 14
Yeah.
and 15.
Right.
They ordered them,
Right.
okay.
And then you can say that the ZBA granted the variances. And then I think that we're missing a number. I think that between 2 and 3 on page 2, the local waterfront revitalization program, that should be paragraph 3. The paragraph got dropped there.
Oh, you're right, yeah.
And so all the other numbering needs to go down under what's presently
Yeah, so then we end with 15.
15.
correct. Then under 5.
New
I was, new 6, sorry. I was a little put off by the phrase neighbor to neighbor privacy. And that's just me. I thought, vis-a-vis adjacent properties will improve privacy vis-a-vis adjacent properties was less off-putting to me, but you can take with that.
So we'll improve privacy to adjacent properties? Is that
Yeah.
what you said? Yeah,
Yeah, I like that. Privacy to adjacent properties.
Right, then under what was 11, which is now 12, sewers, SCWER systems.
That's endemic through
it
everything.
is.
Yeah,
Sorry, where's that?
It's a
so
hard one
under
to say.
is currently 11, which would be 12, sewers.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
So is that an AI thing, Alexandria,
I guess it's mostly just a
Probably.
Grammarly thing, yeah, I don't,
the neighbor to neighbor zone, is that?
that was weird.
I don't,
Yeah.
maybe. Then I talked, earlier and I was like, yeah, I don't say something like that. She's like, well, we don't talk like that, so maybe
Could be.
the robots.
Okay. Under 15, we're missing a period at the end of the sentence on 15. And then on the now therefore, under the code section notification of 210, 42, 34, 2D and 34, 3D, we have previously deleted major or minor site plan because it doesn't
Right.
belong there.
Oh, yeah.
Right.
All templates should not have that anymore. That
Major or minor
It's just-
site.
Yeah, we
New site
found
plan?
from some of them and not from this one. Yes, but
Yeah, I think we just don't need it. Anybody have any other thoughts on this one? I'll go ahead and move in that case to approve resolution.
15.
Yes, renumbered as 15. As modified by our discussion today.
Member Loda,
I,
member Vandershide. Aye. Member Shannon,
Aye.
member Powers,
I,
Chair Cook,
Aye.
motion passes.
All right, so our next one is what is currently numbered 15, but will be renumbered 14. As discussed, this is just the coverage variance on the same project. So I guess we should same just changes we discussed before in terms of putting the address in to the project line. And then under action, I think we would say the action would be granting of a variance, or what's the best way to?
coverage variance to construct.
Yeah, lot coverage variance.
Consistent with the other,
Yeah, lot coverage variance to construct. Okay. Any other changes that we should make on this one?
I mentioned this to Alexandria, the language here is beginning to creep in, which is full blown in the next resolution. That sounds very HPV to me. And like, in under B, relocating or removing the structures would conflict with preservation goals.
Oh,
I don't think we, so I did look at, a couple of these at our, meetings to see what our language was, and we didn't mention preservation goals.
okay, we should take that out then.
Yeah. I mean, I think it's a good thing. I think we're for it.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely. It's just not necessarily our jurisdiction.
Right. Right, or, you know, an accurate,
What we talked,
rendering
yeah.
of our conversation.
except to the extent that preservation, I'm just looking back at my notes from that meeting. The board did talk about how preservation of the chicken coop and carriage barn. The fact that those were historic.
Yeah.
Was one of the justifications for granting.
Right,
The lot coverage variance.
right,
But not-
but that's down a
Yeah,
little further.
but-
Yeah,
There's a difference
Yeah.
between acknowledging that contributed to the need for a lot coverage variance and to say that the board is preserving.
right.
An historic
Right.
resource.
Hmm.
So I would just ask to strike that.
Just the would conflict with
Yeah,
that whole sentence, lot already contains.
yeah.
Okay.
Or, I'm sorry, just ended at coverage.
Okay, yeah, no, that makes sense, yeah.
And just not, that extra commentary about.
Yeah, that it contains these substantial historic outbuildings and leave it at that.
Right,
Yeah, that makes sense to me.
right. Then I'm good.
Any other comments or suggested changes on this one? All right, well, I will go ahead and move to approve resolution 2025-14 as it has been renumbered. Subject to our discussion today.
Second.
Member Powers,
Hi.
member Shannon. Aye. Member Vanderzag. Aye. Member Loda.
Aye.
Chair Cook.
Aye.
Motion passes.
All right. So next one is resolution 2025-16, lot coverage variance on the porch project. I think we've got the address in the action line, which is good, but maybe we should move that to the project line. I think that's what we're going with.
Yep.
Porch build at 11 Washington Ave. All right. Anybody have any other suggestions or changes on this?
Yep,
Yeah,
under A. So, again, I was at you looked at these meetings. We did not say anything about enhancing the historic streetscape in A. Right. And also, in F, historic patterns of the area. We didn't have that discussion. So it makes me also kind of wonder where some of the language before came in about, the architectural, just kind of.
Yeah, even the
anything
architectural pattern of Washington Avenue, even, yeah.
Right,
Yeah, we didn't really talk about that. We did say that, there was a porch culture, but we didn't say,
yeah,
we
I
didn't.
mean, we did talk about, different setbacks, on the, but when it comes to enhancing historic anything, we didn't have that conversation. I think it's not a bad thing to say. I think but it just isn't an accurate.
right. Yeah.
And I feel I was more attuned to this one because of kind of my whole feelings about the historic nature of that
Right.
house and the porch. So I want to make sure that our discussion, our findings were
Accurate. Yeah, I agree. So maybe on this one, maybe we say, instead of saying consistent with the architectural pattern of Washington Ave, maybe say just consistent with the character of the neighborhood. That
Yeah,
seems like
so
a more
it's-
accurate.
Character of
So,
building.
right, and that's the
Yeah.
first, up to the colon,
Yeah,
That's the first sentence.
right,
maybe just say consistent with the existing character
yeah.
of the neighborhood.
But why is it, that's kind of conclusory, what are the?
That is true.
Right, I mean, is it consistent because there are other porches that are in this, that have the same type of setback?
Yes.
Then that's what we should say, if that's what. we
It's not,
discussed.
but
But that, I don't know.
but
if that-
that's not, so there is no consistency to be consistent with. So there's some houses on that street that come much further out, some that
That's
go
true.
much
Right, they're
further
all not
back.
all equal.
So we did mention that this is there is no consistency.
There's a lot of variation.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, maybe that's
Right.
what the minutes should reflect then,
The
Yeah.
because there's a
variation
lot of variation in the
In the
setback of
setback.
porches.
Maybe say the porch addition is
But it's
consistent.
within the range of setbacks on
Yes.
the
Yeah.
street.
Yes, because there was like,
Right.
yes, there were two, I think, that
Yeah.
were much closer.
It's within, yes, it's not outside of the
Of
range.
what's
What's
pre-existing.
right, not all at the same setback, but
Right.
this one, when it's built, will not be.
Maybe say is
outside of-
consistent with the existing variable setbacks?
Well,
With the
what
existing-
she was saying, the range of porch setbacks in the
Hmm.
neighborhood.
Right, because they are
Right,
all different,
Yeah.
but this one is not,
Yeah.
even more, different,
right, it's within that, yeah.
even different.
No,
But we certainly didn't talk about historic streets.
you're right.
No, we just talked about the fact
Yeah.
that porches
Well,
were
I-
consistent with the comprehensive plan is what we said, is that the porch. Having porches was consistent with the
Yeah.
comprehensive plan, which is
Exactly.
true, that's what you brought up,
Mhm, mhm.
yes.
I think I remember now, the applicant brought up the historic preservation board and the design, and it's going in front of the one in Webster, and.
Yes,
That's,
the applicant did,
that's probably
Yeah.
where that came from. Yeah.
Yes,
the applicant did mention these things,
It wasn't up the part of the board's findings,
correct, but the
Good point.
applicant did present those.
hence the error with robots.
Yeah, right. That's where they get it from somewhere, right?
Yes.
Okay.
So do you want to say the porch addition is consistent with the range of porch setbacks in the neighborhood and the comprehensive?
And the
plan?
comprehensive plan, yeah,
Yeah.
I think that was definitely
That's
meant,
what we said. That's
Yeah.
what we said.
I
exactly,
like that.
That was our
and
conversation.
because it was, yeah, and that's part of the job is to see if it's consistent with the comp plan, yeah.
Okay. Yeah, no, I think that makes sense. And then you mentioned, Susan, under F.
Right, same, just same,
Same
historic
language.
patterns of the. That we've never weighed in on. We did not have that.
So you can just want to take out the word historic?
Yeah,
Or could we just
enable the construction of functional porch.
Consistent.
maybe just stop it there?
Say, And enable the construction of a functional porch, because that was the main
Yes.
point.
right, that was.
Stop
That-
porch.
That they
Yeah.
needed a minimum depth.
To be
or-
able to put
to-
chairs.
to-
Correct.
To actually just walk.
That's
Yeah, they were not asking
Right.
for a
Yeah.
dance
Right.
floor. Yeah.
That's right.
No, it's true.
I'm happy now.
Okay. Good. Any other suggested changes on this one?
If I have two.
Yeah, Mindy.
Okay, so the first whereas is bolded and then the other ones are,
Ah.
they should all be bolded. And
Consistent.
then, under the second condition, the project approval shall expire if the building permit is not obtained within 1 year of the date of this resolution. Because.
1 year of what? Yeah.
Oh, yes,
Right.
it's like a boilerplate thing. You probably
Well,
want
some
that.
of the other ones say, most of the other ones say 1 year. of the
Yeah,
ending special-
Yes, and we should like, yeah.
Okay,
if- you
well,
know,
that's
like-
what you were. okay.
Hey, I didn't think it was important.
When you find the right one, just use that one, yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
even just like have a template,
Yes.
right, for each of the numbers. or
Right,
something.
the template, if, yeah, as
No,
she's,
it would be the date that it would be. It would be November 5th.
from the date of the application.
We
The approval.
Date of-
Approval.
Yeah.
Approval.
Yes.
Okay.
Not of the resolution.
Right.
Right.
Okay, of the
When
approval.
it was approved.
The
Yeah.
date that we voted in the
Right.
past.
Resolution, the.
The motion,
approval, not the
too.
Right,
resolution.
Right, because that's when they assume that they have permission to go.
Yeah, they can't proceed before that.
Right,
Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
All right, well, I'll go ahead and move to approve this resolution as modified by our discussion tonight.
Second,
Member Loda?
I,
Member Vanderslife? Aye. Member Powers?
aye.
Chair Cook?
Aye.
Motion passes.
I,
Member Shannon? Oh, I put a number next to you. Motion passes.
All right. All right, our last one is, resolution 2025-17. This is decision on the front setback variance, for the same project that we just discussed.
I didn't give you 18? No?
Doesn't look-
Here to go? Okay.
No,
Yeah, there's two more there.
I think that's.
Just checking. I don't want those anymore. Just checking.
Okay, all right. We'll take care of it next time.
Okay.
Same as we discussed before, porch. Let's just make it consistent with whatever the last one, what did we say, porch build or porch project?
Porch
I
building.
think we said
I said
add-
Porch build at
Variance
11
or
Washington.
setback variance.
There's the south setback, there's a south setback and the front setback here is in two different ones, so this one's the only one for tonight.
Oh, yeah, there were two setbacks, but yeah.
Yeah. The only other thing I noticed on this one was, kind of like Mindy mentioned, bolding the whereas clauses. Very minor thing. Anybody have any other, thoughts on this one? All right, Susan.
So F. Sorry, E, the alleged difficulty is self-created, but this does not preclude granting the application, period.
Right.
Because we're not enhancing the dwelling's historic functionality.
Yeah,
Never had it down.
I agree.
Yeah, it's true,
Yes, you're right.
not historic functionality, maybe functionality, but
Right.
Yeah, yeah.
So
Good point.
anyone who's dead in the past can now use the portal.
they'll
Right.
be so happy to have that porch.
That's right.
And do you really want to acknowledge public support and that the design is consistent?
I don't think there was
No,
public
so-
support.
Yeah,
Where
under
does this
HA, yeah.
come from?
I
Said
don't,
he talked to the neighbors? I think. that's
He
what
did, he
got.
said.
He did mention that,
He
but
did
since
say that he
but
talked.
that was.
Yeah.
But since
Yeah.
they weren't here at the meeting,
And that's not a basis.
Yeah, that's
to
hearsay.
rent an area.
That's
Right.
hearsay, we can't.
yeah,
Right there.
Yeah, no,
yeah, we should take that out, I think.
that's, yeah, here's the anecdotal, we don't, it wasn't, I
And
mean,
I don't think we discussed that.
No, no.
I think the applicant maybe mentioned it.
Yeah,
I believe they.
He did,
Yeah, he did a
sure.
lot of talking, but it was just, yeah, I think he might have said, oh, yeah, I talked to them.
I know he was talking, but these are our findings.
Yeah.
Right, yeah, this
It's
is,
not, it shouldn't be included here, no.
so should we not include any additional findings, or should we just say the board acknowledged that the design is consistent with neighboring porches and village character?
Yeah.
You can say that. if you'd
Okay.
Like.
Cause I think we did, I think that was part of
We
our
did
finding.
say, we did say that.
Yeah.
We didn't
All
talk
right,
about.
we'll just take out the public support. Maybe
Yeah,
say
that's
the
good.
board finds that the design is
Yeah,
consistent,
that's
not
good.
acknowledges. Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay,
is that like redundant though, when you say the following additional findings are noted, the board finds?
Okay, cause it's like a
I
colon.
know,
those are the-
yeah, I know, I'm just
Yeah.
asking.
Yeah.
Well, why does we
You can
have to
say
say
further.
additional finally, why did you just cross that off and just say the board?
I mean, we could, I guess, I think as it is, it's good, saying the following additional findings are noted, the board finds. If that said, the board made the following additional findings, then I would say,
I
then
see.
we don't need to say it again.
Right.
Which actually I'm
I
okay
think I would
with,
rather do that than I think I would.
Yeah.
Because I don't think you do a colon when it's just one, no,
Right.
that's like, sorry, the
Right.
grammar.
Yeah, I agree. I agree.
Or whatever.
Yeah.
So I think I'd rather say that the board. Acknowledge, what is it, the
Finds that.
finds, like, just take out the first thing.
Yeah, it shouldn't be H and then subcategory
Yeah,
A,
no
it doesn't
sub.
make any sense, it's
Yeah.
just one item.
Should have a
It's just
stop with
H.
only one item.
Correct, should just be H, the board.
So what about G? What do you wanna do with that one?
Which one?
G, it's only listing two, is that? Okay?
I'm good with you.
Yeah.
I'm good with
Because it's
G,
good.
G's
Okay.
good
It's just one
because it doesn't say A.
you. GA, yeah.
Right. So under H, it'll say the board finds that the design is consistent with
Mhm.
neighboring front porches and village character.
Yes, yes, that's
Yeah.
fine like that.
There you go.
Do we want to keep that additional findings language somewhere in there? Because I know that. Does that correspond to the something in the statute, or is it just, it's just
Add-on.
in addition? So maybe say. In addition, the board finds, or maybe just leave it.
You can just leave, I mean, I think the idea here is that, to the extent you wanna make sure that there's any precedential. Relevance of the determination that you can point out things that are unique about the property that may not be.
Yeah.
It is on the template, so you'll see it again.
That's why I was just gonna say, if it's on the template.
On the last page, you also have Jared Cook 1 and Kathleen Vanderswag 1.
So that means you were first in a second. Yeah. Voting on my document.
All right.
Thank you. That won't be on the public one.
They left their phones at home.
Right,
Ah,
okay.
And then under the conditions, number 2, to be consistent, would be the project approval shall require the building permit authority within a year of the date of approval.
Mhm.
Mhm.
Yes.
The date of this approval, maybe?
Sure.
I don't want to introduce an unintentional ambiguity if they're thinking approval of the resolution.
Right.
Okay. Right, well, unless anybody has any other thoughts on this one, I will go ahead and move to approve. Resolution 2025-17 as modified by our discussion here tonight.
Second.
Member Loda? Aye. Member Vanderslife? Aye. Member Shannon?
Aye.
Member Powers?
Aye.
Chair Cook?
Aye.
Motion passes.
All right, next item on the agenda tonight is the meeting calendar for 2026. I don't know that there needs to be a lot of discussion on this, but thank you to Alexandria for putting that together so we can see when our meetings are all scheduled.
I'm sorry, I
please.
meant to chime in. Steve was not at the September 3rd meeting to say any of the findings.
Okay.
Or considerations, and you guys also said, do we want to use what was here before, which member Shannon already. With the amendment said what was there, so that seems
Yeah.
like a typo, and we're using the same one
Perfect.
for that.
Okay, awesome. Thank you.
You're welcome. So do you want to approve it with that change, or?
Yeah, why don't we go ahead? It
Yeah.
probably is a good idea to take another vote. So I guess it would be a vote to modify the previous approval. Oh, wait, no, that's the one that we didn't vote on, right?
Right.
We were waiting. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
right. All right,
I don't
So-
remember the number, I'm so sorry, you have to pull it out. Is it 12?
It's 13.
12? Yeah.
It's been modified, right?
I have 13 we voted on, so it should be 12, that may say 11, but it's 12.
that's right.
That's
That's right. Okay.
Who's getting?
All right.
Yes, you are correct.
I'm just going to say so
Wow.
moved.
So it's gonna say the fire marshal reviewed the site plan and what?
Or did not review it.
It's,
It's not there, right?
no, he.
No,
No, he reviewed it.
Yeah,
Offered
before,
no comment.
yeah, it offered no comment.
Yeah, I like that.
Yeah.
Do we have a second?
Sure.
Member Loda,
Aye.
member Vanderswag. Member Shannon,
Aye.
member Powers,
Aye.
Chair Cook.
Aye.
Motion passes.
All right.
Sorry to interrupt you. Just realized I had that open, so you.
No,
No,
you're good.
was good. Get
Um,
it done.
Now, on the meeting dates, I think the only thing that we really need to talk about or address is the August meeting. You put on here, Alexandria, that we have an option of either having the office clerk cover or move it to July 29th. I don't have any objection to moving it to July 29th, and that probably would make your job and the officer's job easier.
Well, I would be on vacation as well,
Oh, okay.
so that might be another.
May actually even be better.
Better to.
Any other thoughts on that date or others? And everyone remembers that we talked about the training inserts?
Yes.
Well, yeah, I just,
Do we know what they are going to be?
yeah, what are
I
they?
just wanted to make sure you guys will show up first and then.
Yeah.
We can decide, yeah,
absolutely.
the calendar, the schedule for that, because that wouldn't be part of the public list, that's for you guys.
Right.
Alright, so we have to be here at 5:30 though,
Is that,
For those ones.
yeah, for those,
like it's an hour before though.
yes.
Okay.
Yeah. Go
So
sorry.
is it required that we be there, or is this?
Well, we're only required to do 8 hours. I don't think it's
So
compelled.
it was a little ambiguous that.
Yeah, I mean, this was a discussion that came up at our last meeting about providing space to do training together.
To fulfill the
To
requirement.
fulfill the requirements, yeah.
Okay,
And whether you can attend or not, just know that it's scheduled and will be available for you.
so are we looking at webinars or?
I think that was brought up, but we also said having someone come in.
Good.
Right.
Yeah, yeah.
That would be better,
Yeah.
because if I've already watched the webinar at home, I don't wanna come in here and necessarily watch it again.
Yeah, and I actually don't wanna design what you guys were doing, but if it's a webinar, you could just do that as a group, because
Mhm.
I know that you're trying to coach new
Yeah.
board members and alternates too. So if that's something.
I
you
don't have a
wanna-
problem with it. I mean, I intend to be here. I'm just asking.
I don't have an answer.
The other
Yeah.
thing is your August, applications doesn't have a
Oh.
number.
So this earlier too, do you wanna talk about, do you want me to? Yeah. We are hoping to explore a little bit more what trustee Limbeck brought to the board. Reviewing the applications that come to us way before you see them in the packet. And in order to do that, it would be a meeting with a board member, building inspector, and trustee Limbeck is offering to sit too. So, and that would be a rotational attending meeting, so it wouldn't be the same board member all the time.
Mhm.
The thought is actually to move the due dates for the applications up 1 week, so there would be 5 weeks before the next meeting instead of 4. Which would allow then, in between those 3 weeks, the group to have their pre-meeting and
Mhm.
enough time to connect with the applicants if needed, or the office administratively, to make sure that before the packet still goes out 2 weeks, I think that's been working enough for everyone ahead of time, that it has had an extra set of eyes in support. So to have those pre-meeting dates embedded into this calendar, knowing that the due dates are gonna shift 1 week ahead too, what are your thoughts? Or
I like it.
input?
I like it. I think it's a good idea. The only kind of reason weighing on the other side for me would be if we are putting the deadline so far in advance that it becomes more of a burden on applicants. But I don't think that that's a real compelling concern, just because I think this process in general will reduce the number of times that people come to a meeting and then need to go back and come back to another meeting. So I think it's gonna increase efficiency, even though people may need to, they may see, oh, I have to put it in 5 weeks ahead of time, and then, but I think in the long run, it's gonna be better.
And they'll get used to it.
Yeah, I mean, overall, like you said, we're trying to shorten the timeline. And so that, like that,
So when would this start?
Uh, Go ahead, Simon.
I was gonna say, maybe it makes sense to have a short article posted to the website and the
I agree.
Facebook page saying, effective whatever month,
Right.
2026. These are gonna be the new dates, and the reason why we're doing this is to reduce the likelihood that people will have to come to multiple meetings. So it'll give us time to review the application and remedy any potential deficiencies.
Okay,
So then the January one, it would start when, in February? Is that what you're planning?
I don't have that,
It has-
new, yeah, because we actually
Would have
met
to.
about this.
Yeah, would have
Prior
to
to
start
this
then.
meeting, so these dates are gonna shift a little bit, but I can
Right.
get that to you before the week's over. Cause we gotta post the January calendar for all of our boards,
Right.
so, yeah, this is the last meeting, I'll see you guys to do that.
Yeah.
And then alphabetical order as a rotation, for these
Yeah.
meetings, are you
Oh.
okay with that?
The pre-meeting. thing.
Yeah,
I'm good with that.
Whatever works.
We also were considering having a board member who is like has had longer in their term always until our new board members get more acquainted.
That makes sense.
But if they can't participate, at least there'll always be one board member there.
I think you just gotta get started.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So when this was,
I mean, we can adjust it, I would assume, as we go along.
I would say we don't have to start in January. We're not gonna have any applications for January. We have that deferment as long as the applicant comes in, but you guys are all privy to that application already.
Mhm.
So maybe we can look to February.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm good with that.
Okay, that's all I got.
All
I
right.
mean, I would ask maybe if when you start, maybe whoever's first, and I'm not like cook.
Yeah,
Okay,
probably.
I'm just saying, then maybe if you, are you put that out there when that pre-meeting is gonna be, would you mind if I attended it?
Oh, right, not at all.
Do you know what I'm saying?
I'm-
Like if I attended, so to have a little bit more background than for
Yeah.
my turn, do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's all.
We just need to be careful that we
We're trying
don't,
to have, yes,
Right.
a forum,
Right.
Yeah.
right, yes.
yeah,
Right.
because then it needs to be a
That's
public.
what he was asking about, notification about it and everything.
Right.
Okay, I'll get something out to you, so we don't have to, the meeting dates are not gonna change.
These are fine, these are all the changes.
Yeah,
Application.
will, and then, so July 29th, right, for August?
Yeah, I'm good with that.
And in the meantime, I'm gonna take a look at old application forms. Just to see if we
Right,
have the best possible application form.
yeah,
Yeah.
good.
I have some.
I gave her the ones you gave me.
Oh,
You have,
okay.
yeah,
Okay,
Great.
you weren't getting off the hook. Yeah, they're in
all
there.
right.
This is the form that the applicant fills out.
Right.
Yeah.
That'd be really good. Yeah. Make it streamlined.
Good. Before we move to adjourn, John, do you have any items?
No, we're making good progress with, how we're gonna streamline things. I think we're on the right path. Appreciate everybody's cooperation, and if you guys got anything for me to take back to the trustees, I'd be glad to do so. If not, enjoy the holidays.
Did you-
What are you guys up to?
Everything's pretty cool right now.
Okay.
That's good.
I'm trying to get 75 Monroe in line, and I'm not having a lot of success, but that's gonna be the subject of the attorney-client session on Tuesday night.
Did you happen to bring back to the board the request that we had for training?
Yes, and if there's training that is outside of what's already been identified, I think you just tell me what it is, and I think I can give it the Dominic.
Okay, so they would approve.
Yeah, oh, yeah,
If
yeah.
the, okay,
If we find something that says
Right.
that this is gonna be for the benefit of the board, yeah, I
Okay.
think that's a no-brainer.
Frank ever get back?
No,
No.
no, I have,
Oh, that was
I
the
am
one that-
considering just showing up over there, so
Uh,
why not?
There was, yeah, the one that did it last
Yeah.
time, right? Yeah, that would be nice for their successor or whatever.
Yeah.
Right.
Thanks, Joan.
Doesn't HPB in fact have a video of a outside expert coming in and,
Yeah. Yeah,
yeah,
I think that we have it, we paid for it like 5 or 6 years ago. No, they have an approved training list, you guys have an approved training list, and what that is on up there, yes. But, from what I understand, you could go to any training that's been approved on the list, doesn't matter if it's not.
And that nice girl that came, I can't remember her name.
Erica,
Oh, yeah,
Erin,
yeah,
she does training.
Oh, yeah,
she does, yeah, yeah,
Mhm.
she would do a great job.
yeah.
I mentioned it to Dorothea and she said, cool.
So how do we move forward
Yeah.
then?
Are you not confident that I won't move forward on the?
Oh, you mean you're gonna put them on these?
I'm gonna give you a list of ideas, you tell me which state
Okay.
you want to do, yeah,
Oh,
to do,
okay.
yeah.
Good, good.
Oh,
Yeah, I don't want to have to assign you guys training that you weren't interested in, so.
okay,
Yeah.
all right, so yeah, all right, it's fine.
That
Yeah,
sounds good.
like that 4-hour one I went to in June. Oh,
A deadly thing.
it was awful. It was so painful.
Well, can you like give us your review so we know not to go to that one?
The housing crisis.
Oh,
What?
And there was one lady that just ranted and it was like, oh, just please be quiet.
Talking. Okay, well, we won't go to that
People
one.
approach the training with their own agenda.
Yeah.
All right. All right,
Well,
well,
if there are topics that you'd like Erica to make a proposal on, let me know.
Okay.
And
Secret.
we can make that.
Yeah,
oh, yeah, that's probably not a bad idea.
Mhm.
Okay,
Always a good idea to review and brush up on because it's,
yeah,
there's a lot to it. It's not intuitive. All right. Well, unless anybody has anything else, I'll go ahead and move to adjourn.
Second.
Member Loda, member Powers,
Hi.
member Vandersloot,
Hi.
member Shannon,
Aye.
Chair Cook.
Aye.
Motion passes.
All right, thanks, everybody.
Good.